All right, you saw the title. Let's get into it. So, Tyra Banks and America's Next Top Model. I watched America's Top Model religiously for years. I think I stopped watching it um, when they did the co-ed. I think I stopped watching it then because I don't recall finishing that episode. And the social media, like when they started doing the social media and all of that, I stopped watching it then. But I've watched it for a long time. I'm very familiar with the models. So this is probably the first reading that I've done that I have a lot of information on. And what I'm curious about, so it seems like every other month there's a video coming out exposing, quote unquote, America's Next Top Model for all of the crazy, racist, body shaming. Like there were so many things that made me feel so uncomfortable watching it as a viewer. Uh, Once I began to like put things together, and connect the dots of what I was actually seeing. But what I'm curious about is how Tyra really feels about. I know she apologized in 2020, but I want to know how they really feel. How does Miss J, Mr. J, how are they showing up? How do they really feel? How does Tyra feel? I don't need to read on Janice Dickinson because I think we know what Janice Dickinson gives. Okay. But let's get into let's just do the judges. Let's do the judges. Just the whole collective, not even them and not even them personally. I'm gonna look at them as an entity. Okay. People are drag racing up and down my street. So I apologize for the noise in the background. All right. What do you have to say about the America's Next Top Model judges? What is the energy of those judges? What was the energy of those judges? Okay, that's interesting. We have obsession. What were they obsessed with? I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? If we think about The Devil Wears Prada and how people in the fashion industry, of course, they are going to be obsessed with not just money, but also the look. Like, this makes me feel like they really believed what they said. Okay, when they were putting those girls through what they were putting them through, these folks, these are people like, and again, I've seen America Wears Prada, I don't even know how many times, okay? But when the Stanley Tucci character talks about being a little boy in his little town, sneaking the magazine and doing all those things, that's these people. These folks are obsessed with the fashion industry. Obsessed. What else do we have to say about the judges? Oh, next question. They're saying next question. What's okay? So what should I ask next? So what is the overall sort of entity that was guiding the show? That came out fast. Wow. So we have the moon here. So there was a lot of confusion. There was a lot of secrets. There was a lot of, for me, this is a card of, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is a card of illusion and delusion for me. This is also a card of, for me, with this animal coming up out of the water. This is like a lot of secret passions, again, with this obsession. There's a lot of like things coming up from the surface, a lot of self-sabotaging things, just a mess. I wouldn't be surprised to hear if production was a mess. Like, I haven't really watched a lot of the model videos, but I've seen the thumbnails come up with expose, expose, expose from the models. But I would not be surprised if even the people in production had something to say, because this looks a mess. This looks a mess. All right. Now we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Now in the upright, this is a card of fighting, gossip, and all of those things. But that's still there. Okay. That, even though this is in reverse and this is more about truces and things like that, that energy is still there. That cutthroat energy, which again, I guess that doesn't surprise me too much with it being the fashion industry. So it's like we may not like each other, but we're going to come together for this money. Okay, because we're obsessed with money too. That's another one of the obsessions. All right, that's definitely like just all of the things. What are some of the things that they were obsessed about? What are some of the things that people were obsessed about on that show? Yeah, so we have the Page of Swords, and so this chatty piece again feels like, the page is about curiosity. It's about learning something new. And in this case, it would be learning new ideas. And so for me, this is like the cutting edge. Like they were obsessed about to be the first. They wanted to find that model. They wanted to find that new person. They wanted to be innovative. They wanted to be over the top, right? They were always looking for ways to do it better, do it faster. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. They were looking for ways to be different, to stand out, to shock. Oh, shock value. Now they want to go to this card. What else do we want? What else about the powers that be? The people who are over America's Next Top Model, the people that were over Tyra, okay? Because again, it's Tyra's show, quote unquote, but she had to answer to people as well. And so let's look at of the people that she was answering to. So we have calling the storm, okay? So it's not, again, it's not calming people, it's not calming energy at all. We have peaceful among thorns. Yeah. So she was working with some pretty shady characters. Okay. Fragmentation. So people who are willing to put their sort of their morals to the side. Okay. Artificial heart. Yeah. So the people who are in charge of that show did not show up as their best selves. Absolutely not. 100%. They absolutely did not have those girls' best interests at heart at all. I'm seeing here. Now, getting to Tyra. How did Tyra show up? What was the archetype? How did Tyra show up to this show? What archetype was she working with? What was Tyra working with? What was the energy Tyra's working with back then? What was the energy Tyra was working with? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. I get it. So this agape, so this is like a pure love. And this is kind of what I was thinking. This is, agape love it's familial. It's not familial. It's pure love, which I think I said, open heart. So this is what when she started. When she started, it was like so many things, right? She had this idea of what she wanted to do and she thought she could really do good. Uh, And then this riddle, right? Everything got turned inside out. All of these different hands, all of these different people, the producers, the directors, the audience, right? Everything just got all topsy turvy, twisty turny. Everything just turned on her. And so we have Alethea here. And so she kind of got split and fragmented herself. right? It's like she appeared one way, but on the surface, she appeared one way in public, but underneath it was something else. And that's the same with the show. Did Tyra feel like she had to adapt? Yep. Yeah. She felt like she had to adapt. She felt like she had to adapt because ultimately it was her show and she had love for it. She had love for what she created, but also I feel like she thought she was doing the best for these girls. How does Tyra feel now when she looks back now? How does she feel now? Wow. Wow. I'm different. I never want to feel that way again. I wonder if she felt trapped. Well, I did say she adapted, but I guess I could have asked, did she feel trapped in the system too? Damn, the cards literally fell out. And I get, yes. She wanted to take things in a new direction with this Ace of Swords. She wanted to take these things in a new direction. And even with this Ace of Cups, it's like she had genuine love. She wanted to take things a new way, but she couldn't. She was trapped as well. She was trapped along with the rest of the girls, trapped in the system. And this, I never want to feel that way again. I never want to feel trapped that way again. And it's interesting because, Spirit, did she start this show? I know she talks about why she left the industry. She was allegedly having issues with Naomi. Well, I'm not going to say allegedly because she said it herself that Naomi Campbell was bullying her, and that's why she wound up leaving the modeling industry and starting America's Next Top Model. Is that true, Spirit? Does she really feel that way, or is that like advertising? Did Tyra really start America's Next Top Model, leave the industry for the reasons that she said? Oh, well, yeah, this is my wishes come true card. So she really felt like it was creating the show really was out of love. I'm also hearing I was young myself, and also she did hold some of those beliefs because, again, she grew up in that industry. Okay. She thought that she was doing the right thing, and now she feels differently. Wow. What about Mr. J? Does he feel remorseful? Maybe. But we have the justice card here. Oh, maybe he feels, oh shit, and he was a judge, and we have the justice card here. So maybe he felt like he was a balancing force here. Um, Also, this karma, I feel like this is more like he feels like people are getting what they deserve, even though you were right along with them. Okay? You were dogging those girls as well. All right. Yeah, for the money. Okay? You were right there. You were right there judging for the money as well. So that's that on that. There's nothing else. I just pushed this out by accident. Is there anything else? No, there's nothing else we want to say. No, there's nothing else we want to say except be true to yourself. Don't sell yourself out. The price is too high. That is all I have for you. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.